Alright, this is my 1985 Caprice Wagon. It's 6-liter LS swapped with a 4L80. A factory 10 bolt. It's the 8.5 bolt. It has currently a 273 rear gear, which is horrible. It is a stock 6-liter that we put 706 heads and a 228R cam in, the Texas Speed cam. Trailblazer SS intake. Ran the factory R4 compressor from the 305 on an LS using some China bracket from Amazon. It's a Chinese 92mm throttle body. There's an Abbott Cable X box to run the factory side sweep speedometer. It's got power steering from a Hydro Boost pickup, and it lined up and actually worked with the car. We have a Chinese wiring harness. It's like $90 or something. It was labeled backwards, so we did have to fix that. It was labeled for the injectors, passenger and driver side backwards. I forgot about that. Yeah. This car is 5-on-5, so I ran OBS sport wheels that I had from another project, the Turbo 1500 Chevy, which at some point I will do a walk-around video of that as well. This car does have the 3rd row rear-facing seat. Show that.
Yeah. It's so weird trying to look through a camera.
So it's almost like a minivan, but cooler because it's a wagon with a 6-liter. We can show underneath. Underneath, we used the China knockoff of the Holley muscle car pan, which actually worked pretty well. It has those S10 headers we V-banded and built our own exhaust for this. It's a 2.5-inch back into an X-pipe, into an X-pipe muffler, into 2 single bullet mufflers, and all the way back. When we move back, we'll show you more of the exhaust. But this is a 4L80. We used some Amazon, basically Lockhart knockoff shift linkage. We were able to run that on the inside part of the header and straight down, and it lined up and worked perfectly. This 4L80 was rebuilt by a guy in Fort Wayne, but it had otherwise has an HD2 kit in it. The transmission mount is for, is that the 700R4 or the 200R4?
2.
Was out of, we have 2 wagons. I used the 200R4 crossmember, and we were able to modify that to work with the 4L80. We have a drive shaft built by Precision Technologies in South Bend. That's who it was, right? Yeah, whatever. Close enough.
Yeah.
We ran flex fuel sensor. It's the factory GM flex fuel sensor. Exhaust runs up over the axle. This is all AN for fuel line and everything. Got a fuel tank out of a bubble car, the bubble wagon, and then ran a single, I think it's a 450 leftover pump out of my Trans Am. That'll be probably one of the next projects. I'd also like to do some tubular rear suspension and get it set up a little better, but this is kind of a family cruiser anyways, so it's not going to end up with a ton of performance parts. Kind of wanted something that was going to get somewhat decent fuel mileage and just be able to put my whole family in and like put a Christmas tree on the roof. Yeah, this is the wagon.
You're in it now.
Damn it, we're gonna have to cut that.